Welcome. And happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Here we go. Here in Utah, it's another home game for the Jazz. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
George with the bucket.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all three levels.
Outside, Ball. Outside, Green. Takes the three. Nailed from three-point land.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Ball with the bucket.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
Now here's Williams. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Good on the bucket.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Well, that sudden burst by Ball is so effective, zipping in before the defense can react.
Here's George driving to the basket.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Ball with the bucket.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Williams in the post. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Now let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Will Hardy.
In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. The young fella's got some pretty good hops on it.
You know,
Now why you got to throw my trade in there?
The Hornets in recent years.
It's a very valid point. Y'all let a nigga trade a superstar in the first for an X factor in the first. In what fucking world is that an even trade? In what fucking world is that an even trade? I'm giving you a first, I got a first back. I'm giving you a superstar, you're giving me an X factor. That's not an even trade at all. There's no way. But it got approved.
They grabbed their own miss. Outside, George. Pass to Williams. Rocket 6. Utah the rebound. Count that bucket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And it's Miller with the jam.
And Miller moves well for a guy his size and finds the shot there off the drive.
Outside, Markkanen. Buries it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here is Ball. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Jazz leading by 3. George with the ball. 6 points for him. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 9.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on you.
And you
What's
know,
up,
guys,
chubby man?
How dynamic a weapon he is for this offense. They feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
.136 left here in the opening quarter. There's Miller with the 3. Kessler with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge.
Makai, listen to this.
I think the official
what
got
do you
that
need
one
for
right.
champ? Just send me offers.
Now,
I'm not looking at anything in particular. I don't know what to offer. I'm not looking for anything in particular except a fair deal. Okay, let me know when you have an offer. I'm not trading with you. You do too much.
Scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Pass to Green.
Nah, it's doing too much.
Left side, Miller. And it's sent back by Kessler. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. 4-point game. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Charlotte making a switch. Both good from the line that time.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
Miller outside. Shoots the 3. Miller with another miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And it's slammed in by Williams.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
From deep, Green. Rebounded by the Jazz. down low. Outside for George. That's short off the rim. Got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Utah in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter.
Now, what are you over here doing? No, I don't care. I didn't say that. You did that?
In. If you're just joining us, we play.
Huh? Somewhere's in where?
There.
You try to go in there? Go sit down.
Through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Jazz.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me. Not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range. Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Shots good by Miller.
Going deep in his bag there. Miller with the incredible crossover.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach.
This nigga married a girl that his blood brother used to. Niggas is crazy.
Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report. Collier. Bridges with the board.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Miller. Off on the lane.
Miller, that's what you do, bro?
You know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
That's what you do, Miller, instead of dunking it.
Nice option for them offensively.
Jordan walking around with Granny wig
on. Really no idea why you're
at first I couldn't even tell that nigga had a wig.
Like you know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
He shook his head. I'm like, nigga, where the wig is?
That kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The Jazz have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. The free throw drops for Collier.
Now you don't want the other lineman who's 1 overall lower, whatever. Yeah, y'all trying to finesse, bro. You're just trying to finesse.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And Houston gets it to go. Houston's got his first points in this one.
Boy, this man knows how to handle that rock. Looks like it's part of his body.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Hendricks, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Shireman. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
To the wing right side. Pass to Collier. And he drives in.
he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
6 to shoot. Now, man. A rebound by the Jazz. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
Hornets trail by 15. Williams up on top. Here's Houston. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. Buries the long-range jumper. Houston's got his second bucket of the night.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
14 foul. Substitution for the away team.
Now Clarkson hasn't made one yet. Pass to Collier. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Outside Collins to the left side wing. Jazz passing it around. Pass to Clarkson. Here's the 3. Shot clock at 5. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 14. And he gets the bucket. Ball's got 11 points.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside. That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And he commits the intentional foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Jazz on D. Ball from long range. It's hauled in by George.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
On the wing, George. And Ball with the block.
No, sir. Get it out of here. LaMelo using that long reach to deny that shot.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Jazz leading by 11. Pass to Markkanen from deep. The shot will not fall. Well, with the basket here, they could get back to within single digits. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Tell you what, the competitive spirit of Ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
Here's George. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Ball with it. George picks him up. Out to Miller. .23 seconds left in the first half. Bridges outside. Clock at 4. And it's sent back by Kessler. One-on-one here. Here's Williams. Goes back up. Sexton for 3. They get the rebound. Here's Kessler. And so it's the Utah Jazz holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. From 12 feet out. There's Miller with the three. Green inside. Charlotte needs to get a shot. And it's sent back by Kessler. Pass to Williams. Launches it. The Hornets pull it in.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Offensive rebound. Williams. Here's Ball. Another shot. Williams can't hit.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And what stands out most, Clark, about Mark Williams, it has to be his rebounder.
Yeah, he's a glass-eating machine, and on a per-minute basis, he's one of the best in the league at corralling boards. But he's had a little bit of an issue staying healthy. When he's on the floor, though, he gives them a real powerful presence up front. Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Outside, George. Driving inside. Uses the glass to finish the lane. George has got 14.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
Utah leading by 11. Pass to George. The tray. Rebound by Williams. Ball with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Bridges with it. And the wide open shot from Green. Oh, good with the triple.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Outside for Sexton. On the wing, George. He's got 14. Tries again. Snatched up. Outside, Markkanen. The three-pointer, no good. Hornets trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods, the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, D.A. Thank you. First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Hornets. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's the Hornets with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That team is a little road weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Following the score by Charlotte. Back to George. Pass to Markkanen. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Kessler, no good. Hornets trail by 11. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Man gets the bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Jazz. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Collier. He's got 12. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Good on both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And he banks in the layup. Mann's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Pass to Collins. The rebound by Richards. Hornets trail by 9. Inside. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And it's the Hornets' ball. Here's Shireman, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Houston. Here's Shireman, just 5 on the clock. Here's Mann, and a missed layup.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
A little playmaking there from Collins. Nice to see him setting others up.
And that one's good, Richards.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Hornets trail by 8. 1:14 left to play in the third. Here's Mann, and that one good. Mann's got 6 in the quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backcourt.
That's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Pass to Richards. Charlotte moving it around. Knocks it loose. Mann with it. He has 6. And he converts the layup. Mann's got 8 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Pass to Richards. Now, Mann. 8 points for him. To the paint. From the arc. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Jazz leading by 6. Now, here's Clarkson. And Shireman pulls it down. Pass to Richards. Stolen. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Collier. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
The shot off that time. And so it's Utah here with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Offensive rebound. And Collins is right there.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Collier. Hendricks controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Jazz lead by 9.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle and at their offensive end.
And it's Collier missing. Hornets trail by 9. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Man gets the bucket.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, listen in with Will Hardy and his team. Now he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Outside, George. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Out to Miller. Back to Ball. And he makes good on the layup. And now just a 4-point Jazz lead.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Another miss by Utah.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ball. Yep, that one goes in there. Ball's got 19 points.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
And Miller with the block.
And good length and athleticism give Miller an advantage at the defensive end.
The kick out to Ball. To take the lead. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 8 points from Brandon Miller.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to George. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Basket good. And it's 6 points for Colin Sexton.
And he is just an explosive athlete. Sexton not at all fazed by the contact.
Here's Ball, and there's the drive, and Ball slams it in.
I do not know if there's a more confident family in the NBA. Ball wants the ball when it matters most.
George, no good. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Pass to Williams. The rebound by the Jazz. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Oh, what a dunk! There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Here's Williams. Rebound by Williams. Charlotte trailing. And it's Miller penetrating. Plays it up and banks it in.
Already, Miller showing he has no problem in the big moments. How about the gut from that young man?
Here's Williams, and Williams throws it down.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
1:57 left in the game. Collier, that's good.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Ball. Miller outside. Left side, Ball. Pass to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 8 here in the quarter.
Talk about coming up big. Ball not shying away from these moments.
And it goes down 2 points.
Big shot player Sexton showing us he loves the spotlights. He's energized performing here under the bright lights.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Bridges shot good.
These moments are made for Miles Bridges. He wants to have the ball in his hands and makes big plays at big time.
He gets that one. Markkanen's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
Accepting more of a leadership role over time. Markkanen not bashful at rising up to take huge shots.
Miller surveying the floor. Back to Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Cody Williams.
And Ball really confident even amongst the big fellas inside, which is why he's able to draw these fouls.
So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Nice D from Williams. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Kessler. Count!
And they still have a foul to give at this point. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
It's not over yet.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys. Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have a another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Obviously, the three would tie it. They have to make one extra pass to get a better shot. I think they might have a chance, just enough time to do that.
So it's Utah who's scraped by with the win. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Well, folks, that's